me guess, you have probably read somewhere or somebody's told you that your baby should only nap in a light room and you should only keep it dark at nighttime. Well, let's debunk a little bit about this because this can work for some children, but honestly, it doesn't work for a lot of children. And let me explain the reason why. Temperament has a lot to do with this. So if your child is more laid back and easygoing, then the napping in the light during the day is going to be very easy and manageable for them, keeping it dark at nighttime. Napping in the light, no problem whatsoever. Even if you have a child who is a little bit more slow to warm up, then they may do okay with this as well. Napping in the light, doing completely fine. As long as you've got your routines in place, they're good and they have no problems whatsoever. But if you have an intense child, then you are going to want to have the room dark for all of their sleep. Intense children are very alert and very, very awake, and we know this from very, very early on in the hospital. They're very alert, very, very awake, and these are those intense children, and they are just 100% involved in the world. If there's something to look at, they're looking at it. If there's something to listen to, they are stopping what they're doing and they want to listen to that. Really normal for children who have that more intense and spirited personality. Now, if you're not sure what your child's personality is, you can take my quiz. You can find the link below to be able to take my sleep personality quiz. So those intense children, there's something to be looking at. They're going to look at it. And that means that they are not going to be sleeping. Now remember, little children, little babies don't know that they need to close their eyes in order to block everything out. We know this as adults, that in order to block everything out and to make it possible for us to sleep, we close our eyes. That stops all that visual stimulation and it means that we can easily fall asleep. Intense children, no, there's something to look at, they're looking at it. And so they will just continue to look at it. Keep looking at it. So I always suggest if you do have a more intense child that you do close up the curtains as you are getting your child ready for the nap. Dim the room. Keep a lamp on so you can see what you're doing, but dim the room. This is helping reduce that visual stimulation. And then when it is sleep time, get the room as dark as you can make it. That blocks out all visual stimulation and is a great cue for sleep. And humans just sleep better in the dark. We just do. So don't feel that you have to keep the room light, or if you're struggling with a more intense child with really short naps, you're struggling to get them down to sleep, keep the room as dark as you possibly can. And I think that will completely turn your naps around.